Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pass to Isaac. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside man. Wallace outside. Back to man. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Carter. Deflected. Barlow passes to Wallace. Here's Barlow. He's checked by Carter. Barlow misses. Right side, Caldwell-Pope. Here's Black. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Isaac. 6 to shoot.
You know, in the days of load management, we typically stay away from the talk of durability, but Caldwell-Pope rarely misses games, stays in great shape. It feels like he's good to go.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And just not the guy you want shooting the ball from the free throw line against you. Caldwell-Pope can more than hold his own. The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Pass to Black. Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the contest.
First team foul. Dominic Barlow. One shot.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Wallace. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Atlanta shooting their second and third shots at the line here. He knocks down the first one. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Black passes to Isaac. And here's Caldwell Pope. Watch by Wallace. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black. And there's the screen. From outside the arc. And again, it's the magic from deep.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Dyson Daniels.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rizachet, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Pass to Barlow. Down low. Poke loose. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Yeah, great look for Rizachet. Close in, gets it done.
Here's Black. The jump hook. Carter can't get it to go. Isaac covering. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Pass to Carter. The rebound by Mann. The Hawks leading. Here's Wallace. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
That free throw misses. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And he sinks the second. Now Isaac. He played a great game against Indiana. Here's Black. Watched by Wallace. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Orlando's shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
De Silva. Watch out.
And the technical free throw is good. Orlando with the ball. They trail by 1. Orlando again missing. got 5. Out to the wing. Outside man. 6 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Nice jump shot.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Wallace, the pass to Barlow. Back to Wallace. Pass to Mann. Shot on the wing. Orlando grabs the miss. Their last encounter in Orlando.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Carter from outside. Offensive board. Isaac. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let's go. You must let the dance to the door. Take it.
He's checked in for the Hawks. Krejci comes in for Mann. And a chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. Well, you look at Carter, active hands. He's second in the NBA in steals. And of course, Onyeka Okongwu, he's a menace to any ball handler and loves to jump passing lanes.
These two guys have made out like bandits over this past month. An impressive number of steals over that brief time frame.
Orlando leading. Pass to Black. Here's De Silva. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. De Silva's got 7.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Krejci, the pass to Barlow. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. He's checked in for the Hawks. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You look at Orlando, if the playoffs started today, they'd go in as the 7 seed. And checking out the Hawks, they're in 8th place right now.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they've had some terrific moments this season, but where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Back to Howard. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Magic lead by 1. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Here's Matthews. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. De Silva with a rebound. Pass to Black. Fires the 3. Barlow grabs a miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Toppin outside. Here's Matthews. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Bataze. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Pass to De Silva. Howard with the ball. Here's Bataze. And a miss there on the triple. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Here's Black. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously put on a passing clinic.
Here's Matthews. It's rebounded by Houston. A minute 37 left to play in the first. Pass to Howard. The floater, no good on the shot. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Toppin outside. Here's Krejci. Inside. Barlow with a bucket. Barlow's got 11 points.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Floats one, and it's good on the lay-in.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Orlando making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Toppin outside. Pass to Krejci. Here's Barlow. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Garrison Matthews. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Pass to Howard. Let's go with a 3. Fires in the triple. Howard's got 5 points. Fires away from way outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Atlanta on top. They're up by 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. possession already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Goga Batadze, and it's Black in at the one. De Silva can't tie it up. That one misses. The Hawks leading. Here's Matthews. Here's Wallace going inside. Toppin outside. Wallace, the pass to Barlow. Second chance shot. Pass to Matthews. To the middle. And another shot. Barlow with a bucket. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Wallace outside. Out to the right wing. Toppin outside. The Hawks need to get one up here. Jacks up a 3. Orlando with the rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Houston. Out to the right wing. Here's Black. He's got 5. And here's Howard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Top it inside. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Black. And here's Howard. Here's Houston. And again, it's Orlando with a 3. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Here's Barlow. Fades. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Barlow's got 15.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Here's De Silva. No good from outside. For Atlanta, they've got just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Top and right side. And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. The Magic third.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
And the first one at the line is good. Krejci's checked in for Barlow. So he gets them both. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Pass to Howard. This one for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Give him 8.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Wallace, the pass to Toppin. Here's Matthews. Clock at 6. Here's Krejci. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Krejci's got 5 now.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest 3s. Right now, it's a shootout.
Pass to Houston. Here's Black from the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room. Krejci, the pass to Matthews. Wallace outside. Matthews misses. Orlando trailing here. Here's Black. He's got 5. Pass to Howard. Let's see some of the numbers here for Wendell Carter.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And he drops the first. And Atlanta making a change here. Mann's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And it's blocked by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
Outside Carter. Howard with the ball. 14 points for him last game against Indiana. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good by Carter. And the Magic lead by 1.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
Pass to Matthews. Lets it go, and he nails the jumper. Matthews got 7 points in the game. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire. Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Pass to Mann. Here's Krejci. He's checked by Carter. And it's Krejci missing. The Magic have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Outside Carter. Now here is Howard. He's got 11. The 3 ball. Picked by Carter. And Howard good for 3. Howard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Toppin passes to Krejci. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Checked in for the Hawks. Harris is checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Anthony. Orlando with the ball. Harris on the wing. Pass to Houston. Back to Isaac. Launches it. He drops it from range. Isaac's got 5 now.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Mann. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Orlando?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line, 100% this quarter.
Anthony's checked in for Black. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Houston. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside band. Down low. Matthews. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Harris outside. The rebound by Krejci.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
There's a screen. Here's Matthews. Nails it from 3. Matthews got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Harris passes to Anthony. On the money from 12 feet away. And the Magic lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Outside Carter. He tries for 3. The rebound by Mann. Atlanta's got 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Krejci's got 9.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Pass to Isaac. Back to Harris. All right, let's take a peek at the power forwards and centers who are the best at the line. These numbers since the break. 5th best, Wendell Carter.
And you really have to love the confidence of this group at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle from there the way many bigs do.
Big men making free throws? Who knew? These players are as comfortable at the stripe as they are in any other aspect of the game.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Harris doing whatever is asked of him, a guy that has a lot of talent, maybe a jack of all trades, master of none, but solid across the board.
Orlando making a switch here. Howard's checked in. That one's no good. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Mann. Over Harris. Another one falls for Atlanta.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Howard with the ball. Isaac finds Howard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
2 shots.
And he makes a first.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. .111 left in the second period. Krejci, the pass to Matthews. Pass to Krejci. They set a pick. Shot clock at 6. And they take the lead. Krejci's got 9 points now in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now here is Howard. Here's Houston. The rebound by Matthews. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second. Pass to Krejci. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Magic.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Here's De Silva. Pass to Houston. And that one's good. Houston's got 5 now. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Orlando ahead, leading by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Better like next time. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. The Pacers will square off against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. Start time, 1 o'clock Eastern.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Like chocolate chip cookies.
Uh-huh.
How about some barbecue chicken?
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Orlando leading. We got Risache, and it's Matthews in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's De Silva. Atlanta with a rebound. Barlow's got 9 rebounds now. Outside man. To the paint. Here's Wallace. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 5. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Howard finds Caldwell Pope. And it's all from three-point range. And for Atlanta, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Here's De Silva. And another miss by Orlando.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Inside, here's Risache. And again, it's Atlanta.
Really enjoy his work on the inside. The D was there, but helpless.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Howard. 6 to shoot. Here's Black. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Black's got 7 points in the game.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Risache, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Pass to Black. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Black's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Back to man. They set the screen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
He's made one and missed one so far at the line. Gay's checked in for Matthews. And a change for the Magic. Isaac, he's checked in for Houston.
One shot.
The Magic have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside man. Five on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Howard grabs the miss. Orlando has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Black. Here's De Silva. He's got 10. Howard's shot's good.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Now Wallace. He's got 5. Here's man. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Howard. Rebounded by the Hawks. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Isaac, the pass to Black. Down low. Here's De Silva, and he jams it home with authority.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Right wing. Pass to Gay on the wing man. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Gay's shot is good. Gay's got his first 2 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Black. He's guarded by man. Here's Black. 10 points for him. The 3. The rebound by man.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Making some changes. Bataze comes in for Howard, and it's Houston in for Caldwell Pope. Pass to De Silva. For three. They get it back. Here's Black. Here's the three. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Orlando has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Houston passes to Isaac. High post, Bataze. Pass to Houston. There's the drive. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Black. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Matthews. Wallace outside. The 3 is up. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Bataze's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to De Silva. To the inside. And Bataze gets it to go. Now it's a 3-point Magic lead.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Toppin. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. The Magic have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. The floater. Shot's good by Black. Black's got 10 points in the quarter.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Wallace outside. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. To the middle. Here's De Silva. Rebounded by the Hawks. Man's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Barlow. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone watching. Let's be honest. No thanks.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Barlow. Gay comes in for Toppin. And it's Trae Young in for Wallace. Howard's checked in for Orlando. Cole Anthony comes in for Black. And here's Anthony. Pass to Howard from behind the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
Pass to man. Fade away. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Howard, the pass to Anthony. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
His first.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Krejci comes in for Trae Young. The Hawks trailing. Here's Krejci. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Inside. And it's Orlando with a rebound. De Silva's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Anthony.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's Howard. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. All right, let's have a look at which team scored the most second chance points in the second half of the season. Atlanta in 5th.
Second half of the season, they've made a concerted effort to compete on the offensive glass, and you see it in the numbers.
Atlanta making some changes. Nance comes in for Capella, and it's Toppin in for Gay. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Harris comes in for Houston. Pass to Nance. And rejected. And they'll keep possession. Outside man. Down low.
Stay out of the way!
Wow. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
So pretty when Larry Nance Jr., even at his size, gets a chance to glide.
Anthony outside. There's the block. And they recover it. Carter finds Howard. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Toppin passes to Krejci. Inside. And Nance with the slam.
So fun to watch Larry Nance Jr. get up and be in flight.
Pass to Howard. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Howard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Man. There's a screen. Pass to Krejci. Hits a 3-pointer. Krejci's got 14 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist.
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time. A huge 3 allows them to snatch the lead heading into the final quarter.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Magic out in front, up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Magic, the tandem at 1 and 2, Black and Harris. Goga Bitadze is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Howard in at the 3. Here's Black. Pass to Harris. Now here's Howard. Carter from outside. That shot, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Here's Matthews. Blocked! And they're able to recover. Gay's shot is good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Carter. Now Harris. Here's Bitadze, and he jams that one in.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. To the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I like seeing Carter Jr. challenge the defense, and he's so good at drawing these fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Versatility is what Wendell Carter Jr. brings to your squad. He has offensive game both inside and outside. And on the other end, he gets the job done using his size.
And the Hawks making a change here. Man's checked in.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And that's great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play can energize your team.
To the middle. Here's Carter. Gay with a rebound. The Hawks have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Nails the baby hook. And it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Carter, a screen on Toppin. Here's Banchero. Banchero goes strong down low.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Pass to Gay. Driving inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Wendell Carter.
Mohamed Gee. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
2-possession game now, but he'd still like to have back that one he missed.
Pass to Howard. Here's Batase, guarded by Toppin. Back to Batase. There's Howard with the 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. He takes it in. Good work there as it goes. And the Hawks lead by 7.
They're really working the paint now.
Pass to De Silva. Howard with the ball. Offensive rebound. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Krejci. Gay misses.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Shots good by Black.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's Matthews. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Team seconds. Garrison Matthews. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Pass to Howard. To the paint. Here's Batase. Here's De Silva. Here's Black. Another shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Team seconds. At the line for the Magic. Black. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Batase can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Pass to Man. Over to the wing. Here's Matthews. Blocked. Here's Houston. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Wallace outside. There's a screen by Toppin. Wallace, pass to Toppin. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Pass to Batase. Howard with the ball. Back to Batase. The Magic need to put one up here. Fires the 3, and they get it back. Banked it in off the glass.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
And he lobs it up.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Here's Black, guarded by Toppin. Batase down low. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Making a change here. Krejci's checked in. Harris is checked in for Orlando. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Guarded by Howard. Shoots from the right block. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Hawks lead by 5.
That's what you want to work for, a high percentage look from deep.
Pass to Howard. The 3. Black, no good. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Back to Wallace. Now here's man. Missed inside. Pass to Howard. Good on the bucket. Howard's got 23.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
There's a screen. Knocked loose. Outside man. Pass to Krejci. There's the triple. And it's Harris with the rebound. Magic trailed by 3. Here's Black. There's Howard with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Howard's got 11 in the second half.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Krejci. Driving in. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
To the wing, right side. Here's Black to take the lead. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Out left to the wing. Here's Krejci. Right side man. Goes back up. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Howard. Three-pointer. The rebound by Mann. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Krejci. 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. Barlow's checked in for the Hawks. And the Magic making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in for Harris. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a lead.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter here. And the Hawks shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth. Howard inside. The rebound by Atlanta. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
This second, team's fourth. BKE. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. .26 seconds left in the game. Here's Howard. And another miss by Orlando.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
Team's fifth. At the line for Atlanta. Barlow. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Black. From downtown. Oh, the trifecta!
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
If you see yourself with a big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move.
And so it's Atlanta with it, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. There's the 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Berry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.